Do you have kids, Mike?
No, I don't have any kids. I've never been married. I have no children. I've
He's
been in the
available,
entertainment business.
ladies.
Huh?
Yes, I said he's available, ladies.
Anybody watching? I'm available.
Oh, for sure. I have had Mike, don't be surprised. I've had ladies like in my DMs, like after my mom died. I was like, my dad's single, his girlfriend, broke up with him. Like I can make some stuff happen. I've made things happen for people.
Well, a lot of people think because I'm in the entertainment business, that would be the reason why I never got married, and it's not. In my 20s and 30s, I was with girls that I thought we were going to get married. They decided they wanted to marry somebody else. And then I moved to
That's
Los
nice.
Angeles, and most of the people I met were in the industry, and I wasn't really going to go that route.
It's so smart. It's so smart. Like I always use the example of like when people are like, "Oh, do you think that comics shouldn't date other comics?" It's like it's ideally, yeah, like you want to avoid it because it gets to be like a battle of egos a lot of the times. Like someone's always going to be doing better than the other person. And there's going to be feelings about it. But also it's like it's like you would tell like homeless people in a shelter, like, you know what, don't bang the other homeless people, like try, but you can't help it because this is who you're around.
Well, my ex girlfriend was a comedian, and I was getting her a lot
See?
of work,
No, really?
and we
Somebody I
would try.
know?
Huh?
Somebody I know
No, I
in
wouldn't even
LA?
mention the name.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't pursue it anymore anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I was getting her work, and we were doing, she would open for me, and she was a lot newer to the business than me. But I thought she was great, and it's a great opportunity to be the person you want to be with.
That is great. You really hooked her up.
Yeah, but her problem was she was so insecure that she was thinking that I was flirting with other girls. And I was like, I could care less about
Oh
these
my
other people.
God.
I just want to make some money and get the hell out of here. I'm with you. And I was like, why would you even think that? You're here.
Comedians
And
can
it
be so
became
insecure.
torturous.
I dated a guy, stand-up comic, same exact thing, Mike, was convinced that every guy was flirting with me, that I was flirting with every guy, that I was like at any moment I could, would, or did cheat on him. It was like really exhausting. And some people and yeah, I guess it makes sense. Like there's probably more stand-up comics that are like a little more insecure, a little bit more needing validation. And of course that's gonna like spill out into their personal
It
life.
was it was really brutal at times too because I would introduce her to casting directors, I would introduce her to managers. I introduced her to a model's agent once because she was gorgeous.
Wow.
And she said to me, she always wondered, how did I know these people? I'm like, well, I'm doing this since I'm a kid. And she goes, okay, well, how do you know an agent that handles models? I'm like, well, I hosted a beauty pageant and I stayed in touch with the agent who handles the models. And she goes, well, why would you stay in touch with an agent who handles models? You're not a model. And I go,
Durr.
because this
Okay.
is the business
Mhm.
and this is what you do. You stay in touch with thousands of
You
people
never
who get
know.
one job.
Mhm.
And that modeling agency actually got her work. And I
Wow.
used to say, that's great. Go have fun.
Did she give you a
And
percentage? She should
I
have.
didn't want anything. I want you to succeed. Go, go, go. If you said to me, hey, I saw you playing that place and I would like that guy's information, I'd say, well, here's the information. Write him a letter, show him your work, use my name. Bingo. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Did you
And
ever
that's,
did you ever
so I
feel
had the power to say to people, look, she's coming, she's in the show. And that
wow.
was it.
That's pretty cool. Did you ever feel like resentful, like she didn't appreciate everything you did for her?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Because eventually you're like, hey, wait a minute, come on. Who else is going to do this? How fast you're cutting the line? I got people saying to me, how'd you do that? I'm like, this is my girlfriend.
Ah, and then you get shit for it.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
You got to take the heat.
I think the guy that I dated literally like operated the complete opposite way. I think he never wanted anyone to like assume that he was like hooking me up with opportunities, so he just like never did. Like he would introduce me to people as like his girlfriend. He wouldn't just be like, "This is also a stand-up comic." So for a while, like as I kept going in comedy, people would be like, "Oh yeah, I just thought you were like the guy, this guy's girlfriend. I didn't think you did comedy." And I'm like, "Great." So, but that sucks though, because I'm sure you did that for a while. Just introducing her to people, giving her tons of opportunities that would have taken her years, if not maybe never, to have
5
gotten.
years.
Yeah.
I got her on stage at the Laugh Factory in Vegas. I'm like, this is unheard of. Now get your picture taken, do the jokes, and let's get out of here. Come on, you know. And then it was like, why did you look at that girl? I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, man.
Well, I don't know anybody here. Oh, everybody's wanting to talk to you. Everybody's looking. I'm like, yeah, do you see what I do?
Are you kidding me, Mike? If that was me and you were dating me, I'd be like, Mike, go ahead, finger 4 waitresses. Like, you literally got me a spot at the Laugh Factory. Like, go nuts. Literally, here, go into the women's room. Have fun. I would be like,
No, I was
okay,
never
I'll
doing
eat one.
anything. I didn't want to do anything. I was committed.
I would have let you at least finger at least one person. Uncle Bones with a super chat. Believe it, Mike. Chrissy even got me a girlfriend. Really, Uncle Bones? Are you kidding? Wow. See, I don't know. I think I have a talent for this. I've introduced 2 people together who ultimately were married. So I don't know. I think comedy doesn't work out. Maybe I'll be a matchmaker.
Well, look, go ahead, break it out. I don't go on dating services. I've never done any of that stuff because somebody's going to say, hey, do I know you?
Mm. Well, that sucks. I mean, there's always Grinder. No, I'm just kidding. That's the gay Tinder.
I don't even know what that is.
That's good. That's good. that's the gay Tinder. Yeah, that's frustrating because do you feel like you would be more inclined to meet somebody who, if not in the business, like a civilian, as we call them?
Probably would be better to meet a civilian. So
Yeah.
you don't have that, that jealousy thing.
Yeah. What
I
is
don't
it
know,
with-
but because you imagine that you were with someone who entertains on cruise ships and you're on a cruise ship with the other entertainer and you get the same rooms and you hang out. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Have you ever had any kind of like close calls when you've worked the cruise ships, like people hitting on you or like fans, like coming up to you? Because I know men in stand-up comedy can totally clean up if they want to. Did you ever have times where like a lot of like just girls waiting after your show with their mouths open kind of thing?
How many people are watching this show?
Not a lot, just a couple.
On the ships, no, never. It's not worth it. You get fired, you're not getting back on any ship.
If you hook up with anybody, you're not allowed?
Not on a ship, no.
Wow.
You're not. After shows, theater shows, of course.
Man, you
When
guys
I
are
was in
so
a
lucky.
relationship, I didn't do anything. But when you're not in a relationship, yeah, people are watching you. You're the bartender.
Yeah.
So, you could meet somebody that you like a lot after a show. Might not just be a one-night stand.
Did you ever like date any fans?
I don't know if I ever really dated anybody that was a fan because they're eventually going to find out that I'm not the stage persona guy. It's 2 different people. This is Michael Marino. On stage is New Jersey's bad boy. Hey, how you doing? So I can't keep that up too long. It gets exhausting.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't realize is, and I feel like the same for myself. Like what's on stage is like a very heightened, exaggerated version of me. It's like peak Chrissy-ness, like party Chrissy, all the best, most fun moments of my life, and then I'm heightened. Everything is like cranked up a few notches because it's like you are the party, like you are responsible for everybody's good time. So it's like you got to bring it 150%. Even when you're not feeling it, it's like you have to sometimes like force yourself into a good mood because it's like you're kind of responsible for everybody's night. And exactly, it's like you're not the same person on stage as you are off stage.
Yes, I don't know what the word is, but you're on stage, your persona becomes amplified. New Jersey amplified, Italian amplified, times 2.